Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Tajigen, Ohayou gozaimasu, is your favorite maniacal superstar, multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber VSinger form. We are many cosmic minds joined together to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence. Whew. Well, we have something special today. For those of you watching live or on the day itself, or noticing the date down below, depending on your time zone, you may notice it's a particular day. Yes, it is Star Wars Day because may the 4th be with you, right? It's all about making puns and holidays and stuff like that. You know I don't shy away from puns. And if you don't, well, I am Khaiden, Tajigen. Yeah, that's the kind of thing we do on the channel. And well, the kind of thing we do on the channel is indeed to... let me update the chat very quickly. There we go. The kind of thing we do on the channel is indeed to play great games like this one. And I think it's time for another great RPG, and I really thought long and hard about whether I really wanted to do this one, and I did. I did think Knights of the Old Republic has some great value to bring, especially due to the way the game is, how your player character doesn't really speak any voiced lines, but every other character pretty much does. So that's the way it goes. I have quite a lot of things to say about that, you know, about the fact that we're streaming this game. So here's a little story time with Khaiden Tajigen, alright? Let's go for a little bit of story time and talk about this a little bit before we get into the game, because first of all, we were actually very close to not doing KOTOR today. I don't know, we would have done something else, I don't know what. We might not have even done it Star Wars theme. I might have pivoted back to a Japanese practice stream, which we're still gonna have in the future, by the way. We're still gonna have those. But today is for Knights of the Old Republic. I was able to play some Star Wars The Old Republic earlier. Took some time doing a flashpoint. Took longer than I expected. But yeah. That was on the TSG dimension, as I call it. And the music is a little bit loud, isn't it? Is it? I think it is, but anyway, I think that volume will do. So I can be closer to my speaking voice. It's not like we're listening to some lo-fi right now, right? Of course, sound settings are different depending on what device you're using, if you're using earphones, if you're using headphones, etc. Anyway. So, a couple of little stories I want to tell you about this. So I unfortunately didn't have much time to test this during the week, but I've already had Knights of the Old Republic on my computer from years ago when I got it in GOG. Shoutouts to that, by the way. Which is yet another service, right? You have Steam, you have Epic, you have GOG with GOG Galaxy. So things were a little bit wonky when I used the launcher yesterday, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. Usually GOG is not... Any game that it gives you is not really tied to the launcher itself. You can just play it as it is. But there were a ton of issues running the game, unfortunately, because yesterday was really the only time I got to truly test it out. Basically, the game is so old school that it doesn't have current resolutions. My main monitor is like at, what is it, 1600 by 900, something like that. So the resolution is even more unusual for that game, right? Setting it up to the best possible resolution still didn't help, because every single time I launched it, it would discombobulate all my monitors, except the monitor on the left for some reason. It's not even my main monitor, I don't know. No windows that were open on that monitor were affected, but on my middle monitor and on my right monitor, all the windows were like blinking in and out, minimizing, jumping all over the place, while the game tried to like open itself and readapt itself to a new resolution. And that continued to happen after I applied some fan-made patches, which are not exactly mods, it's more like modifying some game files so that it's able to be better optimized. Because there's a ton of mods for it, and I was hoping we would do it with mods, because I played this game before also, which is something I'm going to talk about in a moment, but yeah, even with that, so I was actually able to make it work for a moment, but just to make fully certain, I rebooted the PC. I rebooted, however you want to say it, and I tried to launch it again. This time with the streaming software open, with the VTuber software open right here, right? As I do on the stream, as I did on the overlay. By the way, we have the Switch open for a reason. But yeah, so oh, what was that? It blinked. The screen kind of blinked for a moment. But yeah, had it all open like that, and the game wouldn't open. The game wouldn't actually open, and we just dropped frame after frame after frame. Frames missed due to rendering lag, it tells me in OBS. It was in the red. Like, it literally was colored red because it was too many. Too many, more than you should have on a given stream. And it kept increasing because the game just continued to try to launch. I went into Task Manager and just terminated the poor thing. Wasn't able to launch properly. So I was on the verge of saying, well, KOTOR is just not gonna happen. And I'll have to think about the things, see if we can maybe bring it later into the stream, but I remembered the game is on the Nintendo Switch as well. And when it comes to streaming from the Switch, that's easier. Also, it's easier to run it on the Switch because it's a game console. It's made for being a game console and all that. Here we finally see one of the few dark sides, no pun intended, because, you know, we're playing Star Wars. Here we see one of the few cons of PC gaming. Depending on which game you're playing, of course. At least for somebody like me who's not that, who can be really ignorant, really just not very versatile, not very knowledgeable about technology or about PC technology, as much as I prefer to, you know, be a PC player. Not just because I'm a live streamer, not just because of that. There are many more conveniences about that, right? I do think that eventually one thing that would be convenient is to have a dual PC setup for live streaming. The more I think about it, the more I realize it may be a good idea, but man, that sounds like building a whole room by myself, you know? Like I'm like building a whole house almost, and how complicated it would be. I feel like you're asking me to build a car and make it run properly. That's a bit of an exaggeration. There's more than a bit of hyperbole in that, but yeah. See, the thing about hyperbole is that I try to avoid it, because when I speak in something, see, if you speak in something that sounds like hyperbole but it's actually not hyperbole, that really shows the impact of something, right? It's like what example can I give? It's like I don't know, I can't think of an example right now, but sometimes like, yeah, that actually hurt me. That actually, when you punched me in the face there, it felt like the sun was burning my skin. No, let's have another analogy. It felt like I had no skin, and you actually cracked my bones directly with a shovel. And if you're saying that and it's not actually hyperbole, and not literally either, but like it was that bad. Like, oh man, oh shoot, oh, I'm so sorry for punching you in the face like that. I don't know, the best analogy I could think of. Whoa, pardon me, what the heck? Maybe I have punched myself in the face while saying that, somehow. Anyway, yeah, it was a process. I have run it on PC before, actually, and I'll get to that story in a little bit, but that was a different PC, technically. So I'll get to that story in a moment. So I went into the Switch, the eShop, and I saw that not only is it cheap already as it is, but of course, because of Star Wars Day, as Karma is saying in the chat right there, may the 4th be with you, happy Star Wars Day. There are offers everywhere, literally everywhere. What's going on with my chat? Hold on. The chat is not updating. Oh, there we go. Because of the offers, it was at a cheap enough price, and I have both Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 on my PC. One of them for GOG, one of them for Steam. I bought them years ago though, and these games are so worth playing that I'm like, you know what? We balling in here. We're just gonna do this. I think we really should go through with it because there's great value in this game for the stream and overall. And if I decide to continue with Knights of the Old Republic 2 or even the first one, though I'm hoping we can do it fully on stream, right? Off stream, then now I can play it handheld. Now I have that advantage as well, so might as well. Because my first playthrough of KOTOR 2 especially is gonna be vanilla. I'm not gonna modify anything about it if I can help it. I was hoping we would do mods for KOTOR 1, but let's do it fully vanilla. It'll still be an amazing experience. So yeah, we're playing it from the Switch today. Oh, how did I get into KOTOR? That's another story. That's gonna be a third story we're gonna tell here. I'm hoping I don't have to, hold on. Let me just make sure my Switch remains on and it's not going to turn off. I'm actually charging my Joy-Cons because I realized, unfortunately, before this stream that the one of the Joy-Cons has low battery. I just plugged in another controller that I don't want to drain the battery off, so I'll turn it off later too. The Joy-Cons are charging right now, so I'm stalling with these stories. Nah, just kidding. We'll see how the battery is. I have alternate controllers at the very least. And in an emergency, I can plug in the Magic NS USB dongle. I need another word than dongle. That word sounds like... It sounds like something else, you know? And I can plug in like my DualShock 4, but it feels weird using it on the Switch. But anyway, I could use it though. I could use it. The next story, basically KOTOR, I'm gonna keep a brief story short. This is something I'm hoping to get back into, though I swear it's not the reason why I chose to stream it over other games that I was thinking, maybe we should do those instead. I know what some of you are thinking. Look, I'm sorry. Pokemon Violet, if it happens, it's gonna have to wait. Especially since it still kind of brings a little dent into my wallet. So yeah. So sorry. Okay. No, but you're fine, Karma, if that's what you mean. But yeah, I was going through a Legends continuity journey, basically. I started it so long ago, it was before Legends became Legends. But, you know, I go through these journeys of media in, like, chronological order in universe and all that. And I actually have gone through everything that takes place before Knights of the Old Republic, though my memory may not be fresh on everything. We can keep talking about these things as we go through them in the game, of course. Those Tales of the Jedi comics were really great. The Saint Carrick, Knights of the Old Republic comics were great. It's been quite a few years by now, but anyway. That's also why I wanted to, like, when I get back to Star Wars The Old Republic, is after experiencing KOTOR 1 and 2 and the things that take place in between and all that. But anyway, that's another story. And eventually I went to, you know, it was time to play Knights of the Old Republic in that journey. And here we pivot into the next story that I wanted to talk about. I actually have this game for the Xbox. Didn't play it on the original Xbox though, I played it on the Xbox 360. And if you know anything about Xbox, the first Xbox games on the Xbox 360 is that they can be kind of hit and miss on their own performance. A friend gave it to me. I actually bought it from him. He sold it to me. There are two things to consider about this. One was that performance is not always going to be the best with those kinds of games, right? Only certain games were compatible with a 360. Because I have a 360. I haven't touched it in years, actually, but I have a 360. And I played it back then. It's been a few years. But I started playing it there on the Xbox 360. It was a great experience. And then I got to the Leviathan. Not gonna say anything else about that in case it's a spoiler, but that's a pivotal point in the game. That's a very turning point. That's a very big turning point in the game, basically. And the other thing to consider about that game that he gave me was that the disc was scratched. Very scratched. It didn't look that scratched, but it was scratched enough to be a problem. So when I got into that pivotal point of the game, we were about to get into a very, 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 very important cutscene after going through most of that ship. And the game just wouldn't continue. And so the journey was cut short completely. And I couldn't go on with the game anymore. I tried all sorts of things. Of course, I tried to clean it up as much as possible. but unfortunately, it was not able to continue. And thus, I realized that I'm gonna have to go play another copy of it. Maybe get the PC version on the laptop which I was using at the time. Which, I looked more into it and I realized, you know what? Yeah, this laptop is not bad at all. It can run the game. It's able to run Lotro. It's able to run some other games. Sonic Mania, I also ran there. I remember. Those were good times. Man, it sounds like it was ages ago, but it kind of is, it kind of wasn't. Anyway, what is time? And obviously before I got this gaming PC and all that, right? And well, I got the PC edition. Or a PC version. I probably used some mods, but I can't remember what blasted mods I used. I don't even remember now. I must have added like an extra quest or two somewhere. Who knows? I don't even want to talk about mods because I know that I'm not going to be able to use them. Since we're playing the Switch version, which looks really good, by the way, from what I saw. We'll be seeing some of that in a moment. I played it. And I started playing it, and finally, I did get to the Leviathan. I went past the Leviathan at last, into the little planet that you arrive into after that, just minor spoilers here, which is, well, it's close to the end of the game. And I continued to go through it, and then tragedy struck. I was hit by a huge virus on that laptop, which sucked. It sucks when that happens. It's not something you want happening a lot. And so I lost data. Tried my best to save as much as possible. But of course, something like game save data on something like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, it's not going to be a priority. So it was lost completely. And thus the second playthrough was cut short once again. And I realized, well, eventually by the time I was maybe ready to play it again, because I don't want to restart it immediately after, right? And I don't know about maybe like finding somebody else's save game and using it. I maybe had looked into it and I didn't want to. I was like, whatever. By the way, I didn't really lose any valuable data. We were able to back it up. It was mostly a virus that didn't destroy data much as it just made things dysfunctional. I had a really interesting experience with the customer service of, well, not customer service, but like somebody who worked in an antivirus like a company for them. I had like the trial version of the software. I went into their forums looking into it, and this person just, I'm assuming they got paid for it, but I was not a paying customer of their software. For all they knew, I wasn't even using their software. You know what? I'm gonna shout them out. It was Malware Bytes. This person just went out of the way to keep talking to me through private messages and walking me through the process of getting everything repaired. With, yeah, well, no, they did know I was using Malware Bytes, but it was just a trial version. And they were able to fix the problem, destroy the virus completely, and didn't lose any data or anything. Pretty much didn't lose anything valuable there. Besides the save data, which, you know, we can afford to lose that, all things considered, compared to, you know, important pictures, important videos, documents, etc. And I back up as much as possible, but I could definitely be doing more backups. I do have quite a few though, but anyway, that's another story. And they left a good impression on me. Shoutouts to Malware Bytes, not sponsored, but shoutouts to them. But yeah, they even offered to like go into the PC, like, you know, remotely go into it. I of course I'm afraid of something like that, and I said no. And they still were okay with it. They still walked me through it and still helped me out. So that was really cool. But yeah, not long after that, I got my PC, this same PC that ends up being for gaming, live streaming. Some parts of it have changed by now, but you know, I'm hoping that we go through a nice PC upgrade saga and we upgrade it sooner than later. But what we're gonna do today, we can definitely run it well. Oh, by the way, I got a new MMO gaming mouse. It was gifted to me. I still haven't posted pictures of the new gaming chair, or at least even just like from the website of the developers or something. The RGB is so good, and this gaming mouse is amazing, really good. I have more keys now. I have to maybe remap some things in. I kind of did that the other day in FF14. Not gonna come into play today, of course, but on Sunday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we have FF14 on the schedule. Keep that in mind, everyone. We'll talk more about the schedule later. Actually, let me update it. But yeah, so now, you know, as I was finally getting ready to play Knights of the Old Republic, I started thinking, You know what I think is gonna happen with this game? I'm going to end up playing it on stream because it's such a good game to stream, due to the fact that pretty much every line is voice acted except your characters. So when you hear the streamer voice act the lines of their character, and then you hear all the other characters respond with their own voices, there's something really nice and really immersive about it, which is really cool. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Elder Scrolls, those are some other examples of great games like that. And so yeah, and of course Knights of the Old Republic makes a great RPG of its own. Kind of turn-based, kind of action-based, very, very interesting gameplay. It's kind of dated, but it's also kind of timeless, if that makes any sense. So that's the little story of what is now my third Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. I hope things are not cursed. See, at least it's good that I'm not playing it on my PC, so that if a device is going to be cursed, it's going to be my Switch. I don't want to lose things on the Switch, though. Hopefully that doesn't happen. See, the curse manifested yesterday in the form of having to well, not delete, but archive some games because I didn't have enough space, actually. And it's kind of a chore to transfer data. I have like 11 gigabytes of videos, actually. Most of them are probably Animal Crossing New Horizons related, so I'll back them up another time. I don't have a USB to USB cable, which is the best way to do it. And I need to get one. Otherwise, I have to take out the micro SD card, use the adapter to put it on the PC, and then put it back in on the Switch, and it's no, it's a process. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. So it was easier to just archive some games and just do that. But yeah, and here we are at the third playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. Those are the little stories I wanted to tell about that. So you may find that I'm knowledgeable about the game as I play it. Keep referencing this video to anybody who asks. You're free to tell others in the chat, by the way. You could say I have that sort of VTuber rule of like, there's no way to phrase this without kind of sounding like a egomaniacal jerk. But in lack of a better way to describe it, but you know, that little rule that sooner than later we might actually write down in the rules of, you know, please don't have conversations with each other and keep the talk about the stream and stuff like that. All that good stuff, right? But when it comes to this, you're free to answer to others. That if they ask, oh, have you played the game before? I'll probably answer yes, but if they're asking for more details, it's like, this is his third playthrough, and I haven't seen the actual ending of the game, though I already know what happens in the ending. But like, I was close to the end of the game. I was close, very close, so most of the game I'm gonna know, though it's also been a little bit. It's good that I waited this long, actually. Because I was still saving it all for the stream, apparently. I wasn't even sure I was actually going to go through with it, given the time we have 4 games now, right? Like, Honkai took a back seat in the schedule, although if it ends up replacing FF14, well, yeah. We'll see about that. So yeah, I have a lightsaber on me, but I also have a nice, good old sword. Yesterday we had a D&D session. It's not listed here on the schedule, but we had a D&D session at Mochizuki Yoru's Donathon over on his Twitch channel, which is going on right now. If you also want to check him out and help him out with with the goals he's trying to reach in the Donathon for a good cause, you know, for a good cause, for, you know, medical costs that he needs and all that. It's able to help. The D&D is a one-shot that hasn't finished yet, so we are gonna have one more session. When that session is gonna be, I'm not entirely sure. Would be great for me if it's next Friday at the same time, but I probably still won't list it on the schedule, but I'll tell you about it, like, you know, on the post itself. But yeah. And Space Gaztekos, you know, more about that in the future. Tomorrow we will have the beginning of the end of Heaven's Sword, which is 3.5. The beginning of 3.5 in F14. I may talk a little bit more about this new gaming mouse I got, which is wonderful. The Red Dragon something. It's part of the Red Dragon brand, basically, which is a really good brand for what I'm seeing. I have a lot more RGB now. See, this is what's giving me power to have better performance. This is how we upgrade the PC, after all. But yeah, the journey, the third journey for me, but the first journey here on the multi-dimensional mansion on the Tajigen temple, on the Khaiden Tajigen channel, finally begins. So yeah, without any further ado, why don't we jump onto the Switch? Hold on. I'm going to... Give me a second. Give me a second right here. It's time to adjust some settings as we make our way to the Switch version. It's time for Star Wars right here. We go thousands of years before the Rebellion era. Yes, it is. It's the time for that. It's the time for Star Wars Jedi vs. Sith from the Nintendo Switch. In the same place with Mario Maker, with New Horizons, and of course Fall Guys. In the same place right here. Are you ready for Khaiden Tajigen's third journey? And the first journey that we actually live stream. It's the time, Tajigen Superstar Supernovas. The time has come, the time has come, the time has come to start as Jedi Knight, Sentinel, Superstars, Carton Nazi, Bastilla Shan, Mission Vow, everyone else. We'll have a superstar squad from the Old Republic right here. Thousands of years before Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, the time has come to begin. With Khaiden Tajigen, the time has come. Oh, we're gaming singing, eh? VTuber and VSinger. Oh yes, oh yes. And to answer the question you had there, Karma, the answer is no. Hold on, because my controller was running out of battery here. My Joy-Con. My Joy-Cons, let me put them on the thingy to make it, to give it grip. It's going to feel better for this game. How's the battery doing? No, it's just a regular Switch. I have Mario Maker 2 here. I was testing performance yesterday, and of course I was tempted to play a few extra levels. I just have an extra user because I wanted to make more characters for New Horizons. So I want to have 6 more show up right here. That's just me. That's just me creating another character for New Horizons. But, you know, having time to do them and all that. I have pretty much paid off her house entirely. Just need more storage. But that's another story, isn't it? But no, how's my battery? Well, it says it's fully charged. Not as fully charged as it seems, I get the feeling. But, okay. Well, here it is, just like that right here. And look at how beautiful it looks. From what little I was able to play yesterday, testing it out. By the way, let me know if the volume gets too high. Actually, it is quite high. Let me... No, wait. I didn't lower it in the way I wanted to. My apologies. Now it sounds like it's very low, right? But blasters, blasting sounds like that are gonna get so freaking loud. It's good that I was able to even test that yesterday. I started just like a new game, kind of speed running through it to just test parts out, and my goodness, was it loud! Oh. There's my boy Darth Malak right there. But yeah, VTuber and VSinger, as you said, Karma. We gotta sing before we get to a galaxy far, far away, don't you think? Speaking of which, yeah, just what did I want to talk about? Nothing in particular. Movies. Oh, the intro appears here. Okay, we're gonna skip that intro, I think, if it's what I think it is, because we're about to see that. But we are on YouTube. And a particular song is gonna play in the opening crawl. You know, the Star Wars opening crawl, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna skip it because that song could be a problem, even if I clearly am saying that I'm playing a Star Wars game that has it. So yeah, I'm going to just read out loud what the opening crawl that we're gonna skip says. What was I gonna talk about? I don't remember. Let's just start the game. I think we should just get started with it. So let's do this. Darth Malak is waiting. Let's do this. First character creation, though. So I'm pretty sure I went for a scout. I am gonna do it the way I did it the last 2 times, actually. I could have gone for a different build and all that, but I wanted to complete it the first time just the way it was originally intended. Let's read about all of them. Male Scoundrel, a skillful rogue that gets by on stealth and guile. Male Scout, an explorer most at home on the fringes of space. A battle-ready fighter with no equal in combat. Male Soldier. And the same for female, actually. It's just like a female or male version of the same. No reason why the stats should be different, right? And there we go, a Male Scout. Oh man, and I could talk about other experiences I've had with Star Wars video games. A game that came out a few years after this one, Jedi Academy, I also played. There are great discounts for some of these games I'm mentioning, by the way. This same game, nice discount on it for the Switch. I recommend you if you get both of them, if you feel like you're gonna play them on the Switch, and it's very worth playing them from what I've seen. You get to do it handheld without having to buy a Steam Deck or something like that, right? The Switch is cheap, and these games are cheap on the Switch even without the current discount, which is 50%. And Jedi Knight Jedi Academy even allows more races for you to choose from, much like Star Wars The Old Republic. They allow a KOTOR, which is what Plo Koon from the prequel trilogies is. And I've never seen another game do a KOTOR, I think. So that's really cool. Yeah. That's something really nice. Now, let's see. Let's do a custom character. Select this option to customize every aspect of your character. You will choose attribute, skill, and feat allocation, as well as appearance and name. So, first of all, let's go for the portrait. I want him to look a particular way, which is the way I always did it, is this one. And this actually is the canonical appearance of the player character, I think. Hold on, I just got a message I need to check. Give me a sec. Funny enough, I think this is meant to be the canonical appearance. Hold on, give me a second here. So yeah. Funny little thing about this right here. Because it's the appearance that I went for. It's like, I don't know, I guess it's the closest to my hair. It's the closest to my hairstyle that we have out of all the people here. And I like the way the face of the character looks. Very serious, though. Also kind of Ikemen. The closest to being Ikemen-like, I don't know. Well, he's kind of Ikemen-like. Yeah. Has an Anakin vibe to him. Just with very short hair. A little bit of Jalen Core in there, actually. That's the player character in Jedi Academy, by the way. Yeah, this is a little bit of Ikemen in this one, too, actually. Ikemen. Ikemen. Yeah, Ikemen. This is... Yeah. Maybe Ikemen. Yeah. We're just looking at which ones can be Ikemen. That's the way we start. That's the way we start with KOTOR. By the way, pardon me if I make the mistake of calling this SOTOR. I might make that mistake. So you look Ikemen? Me? Yes, of course I do. Who do you think you're talking to? I look many things, many dimensions, and one of those is Ikemen. I look great, don't I? I look great. Praise me, praise me, praise me. Say I look good. Praise my beauty. Praise my beauty. Praise me. Say I look good. Say I look good. I look good, right? I look good. Of course I do. No, but I do try to go for certain looks. If we're gonna call, I am gonna call myself Khaiden. Just gonna be straightforward with that. Just Khaiden, I guess. I could do Khaiden, like I do in SOTOR. Alright, you attribute your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combat to skill checks to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspects of gameplay it can affect. So we are gonna spend a little bit on character creation here. It's been forever since I've done this. You only ever do it at the start of the game, right? So it's been a long time since I did this. Yesterday on the test, I just let it create the character quickly because I wanted to get into like the actual gameplay, let's call it. Yeah, strength measures physical power. A high strength adds modifiers to melee damage and chance to hit. It's important for characters that use close combat weapons, vibroblades, and lightsabers, and that's your character, basically. Dexterity measures agility and reflexes. A high dexterity has modifiers to range attack rolls, blasters, and grenades, and increases the character's defense rate to make them harder to hit. Interesting that it modifies defense. This might be a good one to go for. What's that about? Oh yeah, the modifier. Okay. It's very much like D&D in that sense. D&D influenced gaming so much, that in video gaming for that matter. It's good that you see one in which you really can see the attributes in the way you would in a tabletop game. And coming off a D&D session yesterday, this feels really nice. The timing is really great, actually. I didn't remember it was very much like this, but I really like it. I really like it. Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines felt so similar too, right? These early 2000 RPGs that are less like traditional RPGs at the time, yet still very much RPGs, right? They're not like very turn-based. BTM Bloodlines, for example, is not. Elder Scrolls is not, but they still have these RPG elements to them that I really like. Because I favor turn-based RPGs like World of Final Fantasy, which we've had here. I mean, I made it be very turn-based because you can modify if you want more of a timer. Especially for a live stream, right? It's better to to do it this way. So I can yap on tangents, but and read the chat and all that at any time I want. But yeah, like, even if it's not fully turn-based, there are some other things I do like about the RPG genre. And believe me, I love to keep playing so many of them on stream, but they also tend to be very long games. We'll see how long Knights of the Old Republic takes us. Depends on the length of streams. Given that we're starting the stream today a little bit late. Also, thanks for bearing with me having to delay this 1 hour. Saturdays tend to be very packed for me, and the day just crept up on me. As I also got a little bit ambitious with the thumbnail as I was creating it, finalizing it today, just to make sure it looked right. I had to hold my lightsaber like that, okay? I had to hold it and look very much like a Jedi superstar. Wait a minute, is there such a thing as a Jedi superstar? I thought they didn't like fame. I can break the mold as the multidimensional maniac I am. Why, just because I like being famous, does that mean I'm going to destroy trillions of planets across the galaxy? No, not trillions of planets, trillions of people? Hundreds of planets? Why, just because you love... Just because you maybe love your wife, you're gonna become a despot? What is this madness? The Force works in mysterious ways, I guess. Anyway, Constitution represents health and resiliency, of course. Constitution has modifiers, but the points get an each level up. This is important for everyone, but essential for soldiers and Jedi Guardians. We're not going for Jedi Guardian, by the way. Intelligence represents knowledge and reasoning. A high intelligence adds modifiers to the number of points a character has to spend on essential skill. Whoa, that's actually amazing. You would think wisdom is for stuff for the latter. Wisdom represents willpower and perception. That makes sense too. High wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi Force points and Force power saving throws. The Force powers of a Jedi with high wisdom are also much harder to resist. I want to lean towards this and towards charisma. Charisma represents personality and the ability to lead. High charisma adds modifiers to Force-related feats and powers that are very important to all the Jedi classes. It is also central to any persuasive talker. I can be very charismatic, right? Let's add 5 to wisdom and 5 to charisma. Actually, that was more than 5. That was 7. Now I have 14 remaining points. Hold on, no. Just 5. At least one of each. I think we should have everything at least on 10. And then, what do we do? Let's have some constitution. No, some dexterity. At 14. This is where it starts to get a little bit messy. Because I don't know what makes a good build here, but I'm not going to think about this too much. I don't think so, at least. Let's have some good strength and constitution. Wait. Like this? That'll do. Recommended, though. Hold on. I can also let it recommend it. I'm going to let it recommend something. And see how I feel about the recommendation. Okay. That's for a scout, right? Yeah, we're definitely going to modify this. Let's see. Yeah. Charisma has to be the highest. Excuse me? Excuse me? Why do I keep doing the wrong one? There we go. I am a live streamer. I'm an entertainer. I'm a VTuber. I'm here to be the charismatic figure that makes you want to watch the stream. Whether it's Knights of the Old Republic, whether it's Japanese practice, whether it's Fall Guys, whether it's FF14, it doesn't matter. You're here to see this superstar. So we must have high charisma. We must have that. I must persuade you all to come subscribe to the channel and to hit the like button as well. Smash it, if you will. Okay, kind of sounds like I'm joking, but truly, that's what it's all about. And yeah, well, let's put wisdom at 14. Everything else is fully balanced here. Yeah, I'll do it like this. Bang. Alright, and now skills. This is where it gets interesting. Each of your character's skills is a number associated with it. This is a skill rank and determines how good the character is with that skill. When using a skill, it's been many years, man. Feels like it's been so many years, actually, since I last played this. Some of these things, I don't entirely remember, but they're gonna come back to me. When using a skill to perform an action, the rank is compared against a difficulty check number. For example, to open and lock with a DC of 15, take your skill rank in security plus wisdom modifier plus d20 roll. Just love tabletop mechanics being added to video games. You know, for people that, you know, I'm a star cluster, I've lived like hundreds of years and all that, but like, there's particular ways I've taken to my human lifespan. But with that being said, you know, I imagine for people who like grew up or played, like, I don't know, maybe in the 70s or 80s, when did tabletop games begin? When did Dungeons and Dragons begin? Or as we know it, at least. I'm imagining the 80s and 90s, at the most, the 90s. Playing tabletop, good old Dungeons and Dragons or something akin to it, maybe Vampire the Masquerade. We're talking about D20s, then let's say Dungeons and Dragons, right? Getting used to the system, seeing video games evolve, and eventually in the early 2000s finally getting to the point where this is happening. You're seeing them in the video games, and I think that they've been implemented so well. It must have been so thrilling. If I can be very excited about it, not having had that experience, what was it like for them? It must have been so thrilling. It must have been like, here's another perspective that I see with video games, funny enough. But it's not like I was born before video games were invented, you know? But, you know, it must have been thrilling for somebody who was like, used to watching television, cartoons and all that, to eventually be able to control those cartoons thanks to video games. Okay, they start as like 8-bit and stuff like that, but sooner than later they're very much like the cartoons when you get to like 16 bits and stuff like that. And of course arcade games that something like Dragon's what was it, Dragon's Pit? No, Dragon's Lair, there we go. Pit is the name of the protagonist, I think. Or is it Dirk? I don't remember, but Dragon's Lair, which is a very difficult game, but it's cartoon based. Something I always thought about is like, oh, video games are cool. It's like watching a TV show, but you control the characters in the TV show. Or a movie, right? But it's not like it's not like I saw the beginning of video games, not from a human perspective at least. So it's kind of like that. It must be so thrilling. Of course, the perspective I have been able to see is the start of virtual reality as it is. So that one has been thrilling, right? Finally being able to have something that I didn't want to see in virtual reality. That is one of the first things that was done in VR, that became a thing in VR, and I still do a lot. Just need to have some time to watch shows that I've been wanting to watch, that I started watching. But having like a big movie theater and just projecting your computer screen on it, and then any movie does turn into a movie theater experience, right? Or a home theater, or even just watching on a screen in your spaceship, or even just in space. And I saw it finally happen. And that's been thrilling. That's been thrilling to see. Now, for example, if the total is 15 or greater, the lock is open. But anyway. Oh, we have so many. We have so many. These were the games to play. If you love RPGs, especially tabletop ones, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Knights of the Old Republic, Elder Scrolls, mostly starting with Morrowind because the first two are a little bit different, though I still want to play them as the maniac I am. But yeah. What other games were like this? What other games were like this, Tajigen? Tell us in the chat or the comments. What other games were like this that allowed like this system? I don't know if like Dragon Age, was it around then? From like that era. I can't think of anything else. Maybe Thief, but Thief is a little bit different, I think. I might be wrong. Like the early 2000s or so. Or maybe the late 90s even? It doesn't have to be a 3D game, though. I'm mostly thinking of 3D games, but... Yeah, but like, you know, having skill names like this. You had disciplines and other skills like this in BTM. I still want to play a tabletop session of Empire the Masquerade, but anyway. Computer user allows a character to slice computer programs using disposable logic RAMs called computer spikes. See, this also reminds me of VTM Bloodlines. A character might disable gun turrets or flood a patrol area with more complicated tasks requiring more spikes. I remember this now. I'm starting to remember. A high rank in this skill reduces the number of spikes required by 1 to a minimum of 1 for every 4 points total, including attribute score modifiers. Take into account, you're going to have other party members that are going to have these things that you don't get to invest on. Mission Vow, for example. Already minor spoiler for a character that shows up later, but she's going to have high computer use. That being said, I don't want to have to rely on my on specific companions because I want to keep switching between them, especially when they have something unique to say. Pardon me, something unique to say in a particular area. I guess we can see every single dialogue option, especially when they not only have something to say in a particular area, they have something to say to each other. If you have specific combinations of them, you can have 2 companions with you, or a party of 3. 3 of you. So yeah. Anyway, demolitions can be used to set, recover, or disarm mines. Yeah. Certain Mandalorian companion. I probably shouldn't say too many spoilers. Anyway, such devices are either of low, medium, or high difficulty. Attempt to disarm the mine adds +5 to DC. Attempting to recover the mine adds +10 to the DC. This skill cannot be used on train. Stealth governs the use of camouflage devices to enter stealth mode. If a character equips such a device and activates stealth mode, opponents must make an awareness check versus the character's stealth skill or be unable to detect them, even if the character is in a direct line of sight. A character in stealth mode can set, disable, and recover mines, use computers, and repair droids. I'm remembering this. And open doors or containers. Party members will not automatically enter combat while in this mode. Combat cancels stealth mode. Stealth mode will not work without a camouflage unit. Units of higher quality grant a bonus to the skill. This is not for stealth. This is using camouflage units. Awareness, related attribute, wisdom. We gotta take into account the related attributes. So awareness might be good. Governs the ability of a character to spot objects or enemies hidden by stealth. If a successful check of this skill is made against the stealth skill of an enemy or the DC of a mine, the enemy or object is noticed and becomes visible. Awareness is always active. I'm probably gonna go for this. Persuade also. Only the main player character can select this skill during level up. It's like they want you to go for this almost. Persuade options appear in dialogue when interesting or sensitive information is available that a character might otherwise be reluctant to reveal. When selected, rank in this skill is compared with how extreme the request is. Difficulty class, low, medium, or high, relative to player level. Agar might easily agree to increase a bounty, but convincing him to leave his post would be much harder. Repair allows a character to fix disabled mechanical devices like droids using disposable packages of parts. The number of part kits required increases with the difficulty of repair. This skill reduces the number of parts required by 1, the minimum of 1, for every 4 points total, including attribute score. This skill also modifies the amount of vitality points recovered when party member droids use repair kits. Add advanced repair kits on construction kits on themselves to repair combat damage. Security is used to access electronic lock-in devices. Once a character invests points in this skill, it becomes one of the default options on targeted doors and containers. Security spikes can grant a bonus to the skill. Yeah, the flashbacks, the mental pictures of what the game is are coming back. And they're going to continue coming back as we play it, of course. Security spikes can grant a bonus to the skill in any inventory will also appear as a default option on targeted doors and containers. Characters with no points invested cannot attempt to use this skill. Treat injury. Improves the amount of damage healed when a medpack is used, adding the modified rank to the number of vitality points healed. Advanced medpacks and life support packs apply multipliers to the user's skill, increasing the amount healed again. Let's take a look at the recommended stats. Okay, not quite what I was expecting. I'm gonna put 1 on repair. Awareness at 4 is a good idea. Okay. Let's hold on. While demolitions might be good, we're gonna put persuade at 4 immediately. Okay. Cross-class skill. What do they mean by cross-class skill? Why is it a cross-class skill? Okay, okay. Not sure what that means, actually. I don't remember that. But yeah, treat injury is probably a good idea. Let's put it at 4. I want to make sure we have something good there. Because persuade was left at 2. See, demolitions and awareness would probably be good. I want to be able to do things with security. Oh, security is also cross-class. Let's see. Computer use, actually. Now it's starting to get to look messy, isn't it? Yeah, make it. Let it be messy. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Well, actually, we can reduce more on treat injury and have both 2 and 2. Yeah, a bunch of 2s, except for awareness and security. That'll do. Now feats. Some feats allow you to use special items like heavy armor or implants. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks during the game, and some feats, power attack, are used during combat. Check the description for details on a specific feat. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay. Armor proficiency light and medium. I don't see any reason to go for armor proficiency heavy. I do remember some Mandalorian armors can only be worn by heavy armored characters. This feat reduces the attack penalty of a character wielding a double-bladed weapon or 2 weapons. I feel we're gonna become Jedi Sentinel basically. So maybe that's what I want to do. Critical strike. Okay. I only have 1 I can choose. This feat gives a +1 skill point to both demolitions and stealth. Doubles the critical threat range of melee attacks. If a weapon needs a roll of 20, a critical hit will result on 19 or 20. If the attack hits, the target is also stunned for 6 seconds. Unless they make a fortitude save at a DC of the attacking character's level, plus attacking character's strength modifier. Okay, this feat lowers defense by -5 when used. Critical strike works with melee weapons only. Yeah. Sorry, just kind of trying to calculate this in my head. Don't want to think about it too much, but it's good to kind of try to get an idea about it. Even though I'm like a dummy at math. Right, so we got flurry. So if we're gonna go for melee, then I'm gonna start using melee weapons already. Bonus to repair, security, and computer use. Conditioning, +1 also was inventory reflecting the character's excellent physical conditioning. Implant. Level 1 cybernetic implant. Oh yeah, these are gonna be good, I think. These are gonna be helpful. Discord, why are you sending me mobile notification? Oh, hold on, I got a message I gotta check. It thinks I'm away from my computer. I'm not away from my computer. Oh my gosh, somebody sent me something very lovely. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta respond to this. Give me a second. Somebody sent me something very nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is something I have to respond to. Anybody who messages me on Discord can see that I'm streaming, right? Yes, because the YouTube channel is also connected. So like if you and I know this person that messaged me understands that. I'm just like mentioning it, right? Because it also applies to me. Like if I see that somebody's streaming, yeah, you don't have to respond to me right away. It's okay. I know you're streaming. I'm not the type that expects any like a response within the next 5 minutes, even if you're not streaming on Discord, right? But yeah, okay. Yeah, cybernetic implants will be important to check. Only 1 implant may be used at a time. Chaos gets this feat for free at first level. Perfect. Power attack has +5 damage to the next attack, but also -3 to hit. We have so many feats. Power blast. Allows a character to make an extra ranged weapon attack during the round. We're gonna get a choice between using a ranged weapon or a melee weapon at the beginning of the game, by the way, which is what we're about to get into. Already the first hour of the stream has passed. A story time with Khaiden was important, though. Let me tell you that. Don't worry, don't worry. Character creation will only happen once in our playthrough. This is not an MMO where we're gonna have multiple characters. If I do any other playthroughs of KOTOR, they're probably gonna be off stream, right? I've never done a dark side playthrough. It's gonna break my heart. I don't want to do a dark side playthrough and just like be bad to people and kill them. It's one thing when I'm a Sith acolyte in KOTOR, but here, like, I think you even like are mean to your companions. Some of them are okay with that. Some of them are like, yeah, you should be a bad person. You should be like this. You should be strict. But more than strict, you should kill those who oppose you. You should kill those who even like dare blink at you. But like, but yeah, I don't want to be mean to them. Without getting into heavy spoilers, there's a couple of your companions that you get to kill. And one of them you only kill by going through the dark side playthrough. And it's like, no. I'm just gonna play other builds, other classes. No, not the dark side. Not for now, at least. Now, next time I play it, I want to see if I can play it on PC with heavy mods and stuff. This feat gives a character basic training in the use of standard blaster pistol weapon types. Critical threat range of ranged attacks. And those ranged attacks can also be force attacks. So, let's get critical strike. It is going to be a good idea. I'll take a look at feats again later. And my name, well, I love all the random names they have, by the way. Oh, this is the international. My bad. You still have an internal game keyboard? I really like that. I really like that you still have that. Just Khaiden, right? Just Khaiden like that. Did I get the name? No, I didn't. Or my other option is to do it the way I did it on the Old Republic. Which was like this. That space is very big. Why is the space so big? You know what? Let's not use the space then. Oh yeah, and the den would have been capitalized though. I think this works. I think this works just fine. I'm a single name character. I'm very notable at that. Oh, hold on. Let's try it one more time. Let me see how I feel about den. I mean, we can just do Khaiden Tajigen. This looks nice though. No, now that I actually capitalized it. It looks nice. See, I'm the type to spend a long time, even if I'm using my own name, on the name creation part. It looks a bit too loaded for Star Wars, right? Let's do it though. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do it the normal way, okay? Mr. Tajigen, when they call me. That's gonna be it. It's gonna start right away here. And we're going to skip what is about to happen here. At least the beginning of it. So what is about to happen here is the opening crawl. So with this music in the background, let me read it because we're gonna skip it. It has a particular song that might be a problem for you know, the word that starts with copper and ends with ait. Chat? Tajigen? Okay. Anyway. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I think this is the one that is going to... I think this is the text from the opening crawl. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim world of Terrace, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. And there we go. Let's do this. Did I skip it? Skip. There we go. Because some of the cutscenes you can't skip. I tried to skip them and I couldn't. There's no reason to skip these though. And the mysterious player character awakens. We don't really remember much though. That's the thing. Wow, I'm kind of hairy.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
I'm gonna increase the voice volume actually. Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier, but Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
I love how they make reference to your class. Okay, let's go help Bastila.
So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Okay. I know where to get the equipment. You can ask him for tutorial-based things. First of all, let's increase that voice volume. Right here. We want to make it very loud. We want to make it quite loud. And that'll do it, I think. Yeah, for example, this dialogue that you see on the bottom here, he voices it in the PC version. And I'm guessing other versions like the Xbox version, I don't even remember. But here, these are switch buttons. ZL, ZR buttons. So, of course, it's not voiced. Would have been amazing if they've got him or even a voice actor that kind of resembles him. Or even doesn't resemble him to get him to voice that, right? Would have been something else. Would have been something else. Would have been legendary, I think. But okay, these are all the items we got. Got some experience points thanks to that. Alright, then let's equip things. It's not giving me a tutorial for this screen, it looks like. Not sure why, but we have a stim that we can equip. Because we are scout. Let's get this short sword. I'm gonna go for a good old melee damage. So the blaster pistol, I'm not gonna use it. Not right here. And adrenal alacrity, medpack. I'm gonna have to get used to these controls. We're right in the middle when it comes to the light side and the dark side of the Force. Our choices will change that, of course. The default behavior of each party member can be adjusted using the script screen. Character will use the currently equipped weapon in combat. Characters with force powers will use them appropriately. Characters will not use special items such as shields or medpacks. Droids will not use the items. Grenadier. The character will use grenades in combat when appropriate. They will try to avoid catching other party members in the blast, and they won't waste a grenade if there is only one target. Oh my gosh, I forgot there's friendly fire when it comes to grenades. Yeah. Jedi characters will use force powers until they run out of force points. Then they will behave in the same manner as the default attack setting. Droid characters will use equipped droid utility items. But yeah, for me, when I start getting controlled by the AI, which is a thing, it's going to be default. We can check this stuff here. Show feedback. Nice. Just remembering all the menu options. It was supposed to tell me, but I think maybe because I already had a game that I didn't even save, it's not telling me. I'm going to have the save game data here. It's a shame we don't have quick save because I think, yeah, we must have had quick save on PC. So that's a shame. But anyway, we're ready.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Yes, Trask.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Look, the voices are still kind of low, right? Okay. Hold on. I hope it doesn't get too loud. I'm gonna not put it completely at the end, at the very top. Just gonna put it here. But yeah, we switch over to him. I was able, you know,
now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
With the testing I did yesterday, I also got used to the controls a little bit. So there's that. Anything else I should look at here? Nothing to look at here. Nothing to look at.
This is Constellations. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Thank you. Let's move out. Let's move out, my friend. This guy is... Trask is just such a nice person. Just so straightforward and so nice. Beep, 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 beep.
That door's locked, and I don't have the codes to open it. You'll have to use your security skill on it if we want to get past.
Okay. Let me see. How do you use security on a door? Yeah, target the door using this, that. Okay. Now, let's see. My bad. Select eligible targets. Yeah, we have to make sure it's within sight. And then we do it like this. What would have happened if I didn't invest in security? Rest in peace, soldier.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic.
Yes, time for the first battle. You hear the way those blaster sounds were loud. They get super loud. Now, enemy. Oh shoot! Ah, I need better. I need a better understanding of the controls. Critical strike. Let's go. Crit. I don't think we actually
I got a
did
feeling
that.
that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
Okay. We don't need that, Trask. We don't need that. But it's just so you can remember how to use it. What did it say about multiple? Hold on. I can check here, right? It doesn't tell you. How was it? There's a manual, right? No, there isn't. How do I have multiple things on the menu? I mean, I know I can cycle through them, but that's not what I was talking about. Well, okay. Let's continue here. Oh, oops. Okay, I guess I just used the adrenal alacrity. Alright, let's go. We will fight... How can I pause during the screen? Press the L to continue. Pressing the pause button will pause the game. While pause, you can issue commands to your party. Press the pause button again when you want to unpause the game. Pressing L. Just shoulder button L. Yeah. L1 if this were a dual shock. We'll do it like this. That's how to do it. Oh yeah! A sword fight right here. A preview of potentially my Jedi powers coming in. Yeah, I went for the sword. Blaster? I hardly even know her. Why would I use a blaster, right? What do you mean blaster? I hardly even know her. You see? This is why we're not using it. Whoa, was there some lag there for a moment? Why would there be lag? But yeah, we can open all these containers. I'll get more used to the gameplay. This plays well with a controller. Very well. Really well. Here we go. Speaking of blasters, right? Good sword fighting, though. What reasons do they have to be fighting with swords, though, I wonder? Swords like that. Something to do with the technology in the Old Republic. I don't know what it is. Okay, we can get this, and first of all, let's throw a frag grenade. Bang. Be careful, Trask. Let's go for a critical strike on you. Sorry if it gets too loud. I don't want to reduce the sound effects too much, I guess. How about a critical strike on you as well? Crit! And let's loot you. We have a lot of frag grenades right now. Oh my gosh. I was so close to dying. I didn't see my health.
We have to get to the bridge.
What the heck? Oh my gosh, I need to get used to the game. What? I maybe shouldn't have gone into battle like that. Maybe I should get a blaster. Even though I hardly know her.
It's a dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love the look of this fight. Ah, rest in peace, Master
That was
Jedi.
one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Very well then, let's get to battle. Isn't it supposed to pause right before we get into a fight? Well, anyway. Let's start with a critical strike. I see we can start with a power blast, my friend. Let's go, Trask. Let's control you and see how we feel about that. Power blast. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's control Trask for a little bit.
We have to get to the bridge.
As I keep getting used to the gameplay and all that, that medpack will be helpful. Rest in peace, Master Jedi. We're gonna loot even our own. Oh, we can try to use security on this one? Wait. Which one had security on it?
What?
Was it just this door? Okay, it's this door. Let's try to use security on the door here. Oh my gosh, it's so good to be back to Knights of the Old Republic. So many things are coming back to me right now. Let's do it with a critical strike. Try not to shoot me, Trask. As you kind of shoot through me. This is a medpack immediately. I'm about to die. We received so much damage. Wow. It would be good to keep
Bastila's not
pulsing.
here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
We better get out of here then. Oh, and everybody here died. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what? Let's save the game. I need to get more used to saving the game. And there's no quick save. Oh! The space matters. I didn't realize there was an amount of space you can use for saves. We can override the save here. Enemy sighted, party member killed. Yeah. New target selected, maybe. End of combat round might be good, but it's gonna pause a lot, I think. We'll keep it this way. Is there a way to have a quick save? We need a quick save slot. They could have done it. They could have had a button for it. Maybe pressing the stick. Left or right. Anyway. You can hide on equipable. That's a good idea. What else? Low-tech controller vibration. Oh, let's enable that. That's fun. That's fun. Subtitles, minimap. Yeah, everything except hiding on equipable. I want to enable that. I think it's going to be helpful. Let's save the game just in case. It's going to take quite a bit to keep saving the game, though. Oh, now the controller is vibrating a lot. Just the vibrations on the ship are making the controller vibrate. This is fun. No, I like it. I like it. Though the battery is going to be drained faster, but let's do it. Ah, we must level up. Press plus to bring up your menus, then pull the character record page. Character record page. This is the one. And then we do A. Let's never do auto level up. We want to make sure we're selecting the right things right here. Let's go for a little bit on demolitions. Treat injury is going to be very helpful, I think. So, this will be it. Feats. Now I get a choice here. Empathy. Plus 1 skill point bonus to persuade awareness and treat injury. Let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay. I just used the wrong button. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to be empathetic. Sympathetic, maybe, is the word. Let's get going here. I didn't need to use security on that. I was going to. Rask, be careful.
Here.
Careful, Trask.
Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Trask! This Dark Jedi. The heroic Trask. Can we get an 07 in the chat? Can we get an F, some Fs and some 07s in the chat? Dear Trask. Okay, we make our way to the starboard section of the ship. How do we check the map again? Okay. I think it's around here. Let's use security.
Didn't work.
Oh! Oh no! What if it doesn't work? Oh, okay, okay. Okay. 07 for Trask.
This is Carthel Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Let's find Karth. Go for where you need to go. Let's throw... No, let's not throw a frag grenade. Let's just engage the enemy. Let's begin with a critical strike. They have the advantage because they can shoot. It's not like SOTOR in which I can jump right at them, right? With whatever the name of the skill for that was. Critical strike can only do so much. Some nice sword combat right here. Let's use that medpack. We lose so much health so quickly. Let's try that critical strike. I'm gonna save immediately after this because we are in so much danger. We're playing the game on high difficulty. I think I messed up my stat. Okay. Let's save. Wish it were really wish it were quicker to save, but well, let's get out of here, shall we? Yeah, that doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, really? All right, on to the next fight, because I was sure a fight was gonna break out here. Oh yeah. Maybe I should have gone for a blaster. Maybe it would have given me a nice advantage. Okay, how many med packs are left? 5 of them. Right, let's try not to panic too much with those.
There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
This is why they wanted me to invest in those stats. Computer spike and part. It's depending on my skills, I guess. Let's use adrenal strength, and let's use the medpack. The length of time that those adrenals work. Let me see. Droid repair tutorial. Let's give it a try. Wait. If we screw it up, we might have the droid be hostile against us. I'm not sure. Let's save the game first. Because I think my repair skills... My repair is at 1 and my computer uses at 3. Where's the stuff? Yeah, let's see. Computer slicing tutorial. Players can slice into computers to try and override or reprogram existing commands. Slicing a computer requires computer spike. More complicated reprogramming requires more spikes. The number of spikes require players depending on the computer skill of the character slice at the terminal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's thin their numbers. Overload power conduit. 5 spikes. Power conduit overload. Switch into security camera. This is the fun part. Time to die! Bye-bye. Rest in peace. I think the more fun one would have been the droid, though. Can I still try to repair it? Let's see. Some droids in the game are disabled or damaged and can be repaired by the player. Fixing a droid in this manner requires repair parts. Let's see. Engage droid in patrol mode is the one I want to do. Yeah. We have enough repair parts. Patrol mode. It's not going to attack me in patrol mode, right? But it is going to help with other enemies. With whatever enemies are still incoming. An ion blaster, a prototype vibroblade. Hold on a minute. I can equip that, right? It might be better than the one I have. Damage to hit +4. 5 to 14. Or, yeah, okay. Let's use that prototype vibroblade. It's better than the one I have. There's no difference with the clothing we wear. I have to get used to the way they show equipment stats. Something I gotta get used to. Let's be careful. I think we can end up attacking that droid accidentally. Okay, it's not gonna go beyond this room. That's a shame, but okay. Oh, cryoban grenade. That name is coming back to me. Yeah.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
How do I know I can trust you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left in the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Yeah. Let's trust Cartonassi. He's a very good person. I know. I know that he's good. Let's use the escape pod. I think maybe there was something I could have seen on the ship. But we have a sense of urgency here. Look at the Endar Spire. Bye-bye, Endar Spire. You're legendary. You will be remembered forever. Let us crash land on Terrace. Right there. Woohoo! Ah, in good old Terrace. A nice saga is about to begin right there. I'm troubled by dreams and stuff like that. How big is an escape pod? We kind of saw the size, but are we still in the escape pod? There we are. Legendary battle. Bastila Shan versus Darth Revan.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Right. I'm Khaiden Tajigen, by the way. Wait a minute. Right. I'm Khaiden Tajigen, by the way. How did we get here?
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastila. She's the one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
If Bastila's a Jedi, she can probably look after herself.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers have mastered the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. I doubt anyone's specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important. But if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how vital she is to the war effort. Bastila's no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies.
I miss that term, battle meditation. By the way, I'm going to increase the voice volume and reduce the music volume. This was way louder than I thought. Battle meditation, what's that?
Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. And often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. But there are limits to what she can do. From what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she probably never even had a chance to use her power. I'm guessing she barely got out alive, and now she's trapped here just as we are. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. You don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to ask you some questions, if that's okay.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malak and the Sith?
Everything I know about Malak is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malak and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
A Jedi? What do you mean?
Malak and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malak just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds. I'll tell you whatever.
What can you tell me about this planet we're on?
Taras was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers. But that was a long time ago. The upper city, where the rich citizens live, is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is, well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Terrace is a wasteland overrun by rat-ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Yes, the rat-ghouls. I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later.
We are so direct, right, when asking questions here? Alright, but the sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her, right? Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Let's move out. Oh my gosh, I do need to modify the sound here. The music needs to be... I'm gonna put a voiceover at max. Sound effects much lower. Music here in the middle. As nice as it is. Hold on, let me... just want to make sure that it is changing it in real time, let's say. Let's see how we feel about having it around the middle. And the sound effects, especially because of the blasters. I hesitate to still put it very low, but we'll do it low. Movie volume I'm going to reduce as well, actually. It was a bit too loud there, just a little bit. We're going to keep having them at max volume. Like when we saw Bastila facing Darth Revan. Of course, this whole thing with Bastila, with Darth Revan's final stand. These things are going to come into play later. Are we going to find Bastila? We'll see her. Oh, that's all I'm going to say. Now, prototype vibroblade is 3 to 12 plus 2, a regular vibroblade. The prototype vibroblade is a better weapon than the one I have, actually. Oh, and is Karth part of the party now? Okay, he's not in my party yet. Not quite. Because he is going to become part of the party later. Very well then. Very well then. Let's just explore around. The time has come to properly start the game. After the tutorial, you might say. Oh yes, workbenches. Right. By the addition of an upgrade item, you can use workbenches to construct new, more powerful versions of upgradable range weapons, melee weapons, lightsabers, and armor. I don't have anything that can be upgraded right now, I think. Okay, prototype vibro blade. If we have... Oh! Okay. Let's assemble a better prototype vibro blade. I shall continue being a melee fighter. I'm playing this on harder mode. This is the harder version. Right? Okay. Okay. We're set. We're set. Very well. Let's get out of here. Oh, is when I leave the apartment. Since it's the first time you're leaving, you will have to take cars. You say that as if I don't want him or something. But yeah, look at all the silhouettes. I love it. Kind of ominous, but kind of cool looking. I mean, it's kind of like looking at the silhouettes of the gym leaders or the gym badges in the Pokemon games. Oh, who is behind that silhouette? What is awaiting us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More companions incoming. In total, it's a big party of 10 people. Some of these companions are optional. 1 or 2 of these are optional and you don't have to take with you, by the way. But we're going to take everyone, of course. We're going to go out of our way to get everybody to become a nakama. Oretachi no nakama. Our allies and friends. Oda. Mikata. Nakama.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Oh no. There's a patrol here just yesterday. They found nothing. Why do you Sith keep bothering us? Rest in peace. By the way, I forget we're on the Switch. We can even interrupt cutscenes if we need to. I think it's gonna go back to the cutscene if I go...
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens.
What happens when I get back to the game? Is it gonna skip it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again.
So, let us know. Let me know in the chat or the comments, everyone, if you want me to read out loud the non-English lines from the aliens, or if it's okay to leave them as they are, and you read them over there. Making sure to use this overlay so that you can see the dialogue as clearly as possible. So there's that.
What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Oh, you idiots! Why? Why do you think I'm a Republic fugitive? Alright, let's get after the let's go after this battle droid. We're gonna begin with a critical strike. Didn't realize they would try to kill this one. It's me you should be concerned about, Sunshine. Come on. Rest in peace. This isn't the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it will be the last. I think I am gonna read it out. Once someone comes searching for this patrol, don't worry about the bodies. I will move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. With any luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while. It gives you more than enough time to read the dialogue. But, well, that's more for the player than the viewer, if that makes any sense. Thank you once again, human. And as I said earlier, don't worry about the bodies. I will take care of them for you. See, I'm changing my mind about it. I feel like I don't want to read the alien line. Yeah, so yeah, I have a level up available. Let's see. Skills. We can level up Persuade, so we're gonna go for that immediately. And then... would be good to... Let's increase... No. Let's increase computer use then. Can I save a skill point for later? Maybe I can do that. Alright, and then feet. 2 weapon fighting would be good. Let's do that already, actually. Now, can I equip 2 weapons on each hand? Yes, I can. Because I'm going to have a double-bladed weapon later. This is the way I want to give it a try. Although we still have a penalty. Yeah, we still want to use only 1 weapon, actually. Right now.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Terrace? Well, the planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Thank you.
You got it.
Very well then. Let's come and let's disturb the other tenants.
No problem.
Right here.
Got it.
Hello!
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm just looking for something to steal. Stay out of my way and you... No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm sorry. I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You can trust me. Maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
An absolute child, isn't he? Ah, the poor kid got humiliated, did he? Hello, Ichinian! No, I remember that scoundrel, Holden. Remembering these names is great to remember. How are you, Ichinian? Thanks for the little gift earlier, it was so cute. I think I'll just collect that bounty on your head and... Yeah, that initiates combat. Is there anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
We kind of have to lay low, right? But, yeah. I want to ask her some questions, but at the same time... what the heck? How are you? I just sat through 6 hours of voice acting a visual novel on my friend's stream. My voice hurty. Drink some water, drink some water. Maybe get some chamomile or honey, or if that applies to you. Was this nice tea that was so good on my voice? This nice tea saying of chamomile, aloe vera, and fennel. Need to get myself that combination again. Maybe something like that can work. Or you have things that work. Just take it easy, Ichinian. Just take it easy. I know what those streams can be like. I know what they can be like. Hope it was fun.
I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore.
You're so poor. Okay. Feel so bad about the poor woman, right? I'll be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Sorry for breaking into your apartment. Let me just steal something from you. Alright, let's save the game. Let's not forget to do this. There's no quick save. This is what we gotta do, but... Let's keep saving for now. The game does look great, isn't it? Doesn't it? The resolution is really great. Yeah. The game does look great.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Jilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbisjang ba mulira.
Pleased to meet you, Larim. My name is Khaiden Tajigen.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunodek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes.
What's so great about these energy shields? No, wait. I know all about energy shields already.
Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong abong sha umninang. Wanga kumbis king balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji ida dwana. Kababolpa mulji gumana.
Why do you have a kiosk? I think I am gonna read his dialogue out loud. Yes, I must. It was fun. Was DDLC? I was Natsuki. What is DDLC? I don't know what that is, Ichinian. But I'm glad to hear it was fun. Why do you have a kiosk set up here? I run a little shop here in this old building, selling basic equipment to the illegal aliens renting out these apartments. It's good to hear this dialogue again, though. It's all coming back to me so much. What do you mean about illegal aliens living here? By law, most aliens aren't allowed to have a residence in the upper city of Taurus. They allow a few of us Twi'leks up here, but for the most part, it's humans only. No self-respecting upper city human would want to live in the apartments in this dump. So the landlord has been renting out the apartments illegally to aliens. Better than letting them sit empty, I guess. Otherwise, you get squatters and people hiding out from the authorities living in the abandoned apartments, and they don't pay rent. Aren't you worried about getting caught? The Taurus authorities pretty much turned a blind eye to this place. A few illegal aliens just weren't worth the bother. And once the Sith took over, they felt the same way. Be careful, though. Be careful. Besides, I don't live here myself. I just run a small business providing supplies to the residents. You want to see what I have in stock? Sometimes the dialogue is kind of fast, isn't it? Let me see what you got for sale, then. No problem. Just step on up and have a cut. You know, I am thinking, like, if we didn't have, like, Star Wars languages that are not part of a regular Earth world, where you all are watching, right? If he was speaking in French, if he was speaking in Russian, if he was speaking in Indonesian, I feel like I wouldn't be reading the dialogue out loud and I would just let it play out and have the stuff at the bottom. Well, I guess you'd have to read it, right? But what do you think I should do? Should I let it play out like that, or should I read it out loud? I feel like it really gets in the way when I read it out loud. Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh no. No. There must have been a lot to voice act right there. I am aware of what that game. The fact that I said "oh no" probably means you know I'm aware of things in that game. I haven't played it though. Yeah. Taris has a racism situation going on, right? Can I say the word anyway? Yeah, this is the planet Taris. What do you want me to do? Messy place. That's what the Outer Rim can be as well. I want to buy some of these things. Yeah, these are great things right here. Now, the thing about energy shields. I just said I know all about energy shields because I didn't want him to think that I'm like a naive person that doesn't know what they're doing. He can be trusted. This merchant can be trusted for the look of it. We can also sell items. Using this item consumes 1 charge. This item is automatically discarded after all available charges are consumed. Items that have charges are not stacked in inventory. Besides its project an energy shield around the wearer, the small power source can burn out when repeatedly stressed, requiring replacement of the entire unit. A stealth field generator can be helpful. We're gonna have to make way more money. He has a lot in stock, actually. Kind of surprises me. We can sell one vibro, right? Be good money to do that. This clothing has no value. Let's just keep the clothing for now. I feel like one blaster pistol would be good to sell since I'm not using these, but oh yeah, let's take a look at let's take a look at equipment for cars. Right, he has 2 blasters, his own blaster, which we're gonna keep on him as much as we can. He's not gonna use an ion blast. Oh, I can use that. Okay, I thought it was gonna be 2-handed. 3-8 plus 4. 3-6 plus 4. An ion blaster is different, right? This weapon fires a stream of energy very damage into electrical systems. Okay, let's have a regular blaster pistol, and if we feel like we're about to face some droids, we should have an ion blaster with us. Yeah. This is wearing regular clothing. Okay. Okay, he seems to have good stuff in terms of stats. Alright, let's see if we can barge into this next apartment. Just like that. I think there was one apartment you barged into and immediately the residents fight you. Because, yeah, you weren't supposed to do that. Hi, don't mind me. Don't hurt me, just take what you want, I won't try to stop you. Now, I'm not gonna take a single thing. Sorry, bye. We were never here. And the door remains open though, that's the thing that sucks. You know what? No. We never did that. There we go, the first time we load the game outside of being in the title screen when we start, right? Let's talk to the Ithorian here. Hearing Ithorian speak is always so much fun. I forgot how great it was. We'll be seeing more of them later for sure. Let's maybe talk to this Quarren. Now I'm stuck here because of this quarantine. Maybe I should read some of these dialogues because they don't appear for long. Let's see. Let's save the game before we try to slice one of these doors because we might be doing something bad.
Got it.
Hello. Yeah, the poor fellow. No. We never broke in here. We never did that. Like, I feel so bad, even if I take nothing, right? We already broke in. We already left them exposed. What is this place? Nothing of value for us, I think. And this was the same as the previous one, right?
Got it.
Oh, okay. So we are gonna steal from someone. If we don't see anybody being like, oh, please don't, then it's safe, right? For all I know, a scoundrel could be living here. Bye. I'm just gonna take my things.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Well, all right then, no hard feelings. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment. You look like an off-worlder. What happened, you get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
Well, of course. We didn't exactly choose to be here, but I want to ask you some questions.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
He's very nice, isn't he? Tell me about Terrace.
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. Good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in Upper City.
He's lived in Paris for this long? For that long? Where is the cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
I want to ask you something else.
Don't know how much I can...
Yeah. Do you know where I can get some equipment?
Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment Don't...
What do you think of the... A bit of a loaded question, my friend, but what do you think of the Sith in this quarantine?
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself, mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
He lives such a chill life, it looks like. Bless his heart. Bless his heart, but at the same time, like, yeah, all the power to him, you know? I'll be going now.
I should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. A building doesn't clean itself, you know.
You would think they have droids for cleaning, but you still get a normal person, a regular, like, person doing things. Never mind these bodies, let's just get out of here. The time has come to leave this place. I hate how the door remains open. It looks like she's just an open target ready to get killed from whoever is collecting the bounty. Anyway, let's not break into anybody else's apartment here. To the upper city, at last. Zero vital points. Character has 0 VP is unconscious. They call it vital points, VP instead of HP, health points, right? Probably just gonna keep calling it health or HP. Now, let's take a look at the journal. We have Dia's bounty. We'll see what we can do about Holden, the search for Bastilla, of course. Bastilla, Kashyyyk. If I recall correctly, this game shows you examples of both pronunciations. I mentioned it before on stream. I mentioned it before on streams, haven't I? Anyway. Oh, rapid transit system. You can access the rapid transit system through your map screen. On the map screen, you will see a button that says return to hideout. In non-action areas, you can use this button to transport you back to the apartment complex. In some action areas, this button will be disabled. While in the apartment complex, the button on the map screen will retransit it back. When pressed, you will be transported back to a location where it allows you to use the return to hideout function. Oh, yes, I think I'm remembering this. If you leave the area around your hideout, the transit back button will switch back to return to hideout, and you will have to manually walk back to your previous location. You should try using the return to hideout and transit back buttons now just to see how they work. Where was the map? Right, this is the map. Okay, before we do that, let's just go around.
What's this? Another off-worlder? I didn't realize how many of you there were on Terrace until this Sith quarantine.
The city, see, it almost looks like a nice enough planet, right? When you look at it right here, everything looks nice, but just don't go down from here. Just stay up here. And that'll be it. Oh, this is our Republic escape pod, huh? Okay. Nice looking escape pod. I wonder who came through with that. That's very strange. How did people miss us if that is our escape pod right there? We were lucky to crash land right here, I think.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taurus. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taurus, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Who do you work for?
I am an employee of the Taurus government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you?
What can you tell me about the Sith?
The Sith are the new authority here on Taurus. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
If we ask these questions to a droid, surely that's gonna get registered somewhere. We maybe shouldn't be asking them and getting a target on our back. But anyway, is there some way I can get a shuttle off this planet?
I am afraid that is impossible. Taurus is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave except on official Sith business. May I be...
Because of Bastila, right? Do you know anything about the gangs in the lower city?
The Taurus Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any...
Right. How come there are hardly any aliens around?
Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taurus, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course,
how nice
I
of
have
them.
yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit.
Oh.
May I be of any further service to you?
That's actually kind of nice. The Sith kind of don't care about that, I think. Not really. I don't need anything else right now, thank you.
Then if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
Almost comes across as kind, this droid, right? Alright, let's save the game. I might do some shenanigans with some of the Sith I've been seeing walking around. I don't think we can initiate combat here out of nowhere, not that I remember, but... hello?
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, no, we don't have an option for combat. They're seeing me just like walking around with this sword. Nothing to see here. Guard with his dual blasters. Anyway, let's talk to...
Out of our way,
Oh,
citizen.
whoops.
We're on official Sith business.
Didn't mean to talk to him
Stand
again.
aside if you know what's good for you.
What? We should probably try to use the targeting system with ZL and ZR.
I wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash landing in the Undercity.
Yeah, one of those was Bastilus.
I can't believe the Sith put a quarantine on the planet. It's bad enough we can't leave, but all you off-worlders are stuck here too.
I know, it sucks for us too.
I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
They're just searching for Bastilus. They don't care about anything else, I think.
What's this? Another off-worlder?
Okay, same dialogue as
I didn't
before.
realize how many of you...
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
I can't skip this dialogue. Let's try not to talk to them anymore then. We have a situation over there. I wanted to try using return to hideout. Remind me to use it later.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Hello. You idiot. I don't like your attitude. I better teach you a lesson. You're loud enough to be heard all the way to the Undercity. I was minding my business and you made it be my business by yelling so loud, you idiots. And I wasn't necessarily going to stop them. I probably was, actually. And then they're like, we're gonna kill you too. Alright, come and die. Come and die. Hello, Well Done Productions. Welcome to the channel. Nian sent me here, so I'm here. Thank you so much, Nian. But also, thank you so much for coming. Welcome to the Khaiden Tajigen channel. As you can see, we do gooder things, I guess you could say. Very well then. Let us begin right here.
Thank you.
Oh.
I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Right. Hello, also Awkward Bad, Lucky Massa. Welcome to the Tajigen channel. What's up? What's up? Also, may already be May the 5th, depending on your time zone, but to everyone, May the 4th be with you. Or you may be watching the VOD, right? In which case it might not be May the 4th anymore. Hey, who knows? Somebody could be watching on 2025, May the 4th. Hopefully we finish Knights of the Old Republic by then. Hopefully we have. But yeah, it's so nice to have you. By any chance, Ichinian also sent you. My gosh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. But yeah, I'm just glad I could help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
I mean, the Sith patrolling around the area, I think, are not gonna be happy about this. I should have offered to help him a little bit more. Anyway, these goons right here. Yeah, thanks for the credit, you idiot. You pair of absolute goons. Gotta go to bed now, but enjoy the rest of the stream. Talk soon. We'll talk soon, Yichin Yan. Thank you so much for all today. Alright? Oyasumi nakai. Oyasumi. Yes, there you go. Oyasumi nakai. I'm Khaiden, of course, so Oyasumi nasai turns into Oyasumi nakai. Oh yeah, to anybody else who may be coming in as we reach the second hour of the stream, I am the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber VSinger form. We are many cosmic minds joined together to form a single entity on a higher plane of existence. And we're playing Knights of the Old Republic for the first time ever on stream. Not the first time for me, but for the first time on stream. I remember this place. It's my third playthrough, but on those first two playthroughs I did, I never actually got to complete the game. It's a long story that I talked about at the beginning of the stream. Basically. Now, let me use that return to hideout thing. Instantly transport back to your base and your entire party will be healed. Yeah, like it's the insta heal that is really good. I expect we'll be using a lot of it. Yeah. And everybody's healed, right? Yeah. I just needed a little bit of healing and I wanted to see how this would work. And then we can immediately transit back. What we don't want to do is to not transit back right away. Very useful feature. Really. Okay, let's talk to everyone here.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
Sorry. Medical droid there. Yeah, let's see the quests we have here. Oh yeah, there's a situation happening at this clinic. At this hospital. I think I remember this right here.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I will not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Medical facility? Is this some kind of hospital?
This is a hospital of sorts, though my resources are quite limited. The Sith quarantined the planet. I provide basic medical services to all citizens of and visitors to Taris.
What was that sound glitch there for a moment? Hopefully it wasn't because of the capture. I don't think so.
I have extensive medical training, and even with the lack of resources, I can treat most injuries or ailments right here at the center, except for the rat ghoul.
Tell me about the rat ghoul disease.
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Very lovely, isn't it? Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Maybe I could find a way to get my hands on that serum for you.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Don't worry, Selka. We'll get that serum for you.
Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let me take a look at what you got for sale.
Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock. My prices are very reasonable. Just what I need to keep this facility operating.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna get med packs. Med packs, med packs, med packs. How many do we have? We have 8. Would be good to buy 2 of them. Let's just buy 1 actually. Let's remain at 204. This kit contains wide spectrum antidote hypospray injectors assigned to neutralize all known poisons. Lower attribute scores are returned to normal and physical damage is halted. Damage already suffered must still be healed by other means. I want to buy that. Let's buy 2 of them, but I'm almost broke now. Bio antidote package. Oh yes, and implants like that will be helpful. Right.
Welcome back. Are you in need of
I want to ask you some questions.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know?
How do you feel about the Sith? Tell me honestly, Telka.
I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy.
I also just want some general information about Taris, if you have any.
I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I can. Do you want to know about Upper Terrace, or are you more interested in Lower Terrace and the Undercity?
Tell me about Upper Terrace first.
The people here in the Upper City generally like to think they're better than the rest of Terrace, but we're no better than anyone else. The people here can be selfish, greedy, arrogant, even prejudiced. That's why aliens need special permission to leave the Lower City. Maybe if more people in the Upper City weren't so self-centered, things wouldn't be so bad in the Lower City and the Undercity.
Tell me about the Lower City.
The Lower City has been overrun by swoop gangs and thugs. If you're going to travel down there, you'd better go armed. If you don't get attacked by one of the swoop gangs, you'll probably end up beaten and robbed by one of Davik's thugs. Soon it will be as bad as the Undercity.
Then tell me about the Undercity. No, wait. What do you know about Davik?
Davik is the resident crime lord of Terrace.
Resident?
He deals in stolen goods, he trades in slaves and contraband, and it would take a month to list all the people he's made disappear. His slimy grasp even reaches here into Upper Terrace. Most of the shops pay him protection money, so he'll leave them alone. Yeah, the man is nothing but a thug. I guess I'm lucky. Since my medical facility doesn't make any profits, Davik doesn't bother me. But if you ask me, he's no better than the Sith.
Don't let yourself be hurt saying that. The walls have ears. Now, tell me about the Undercity.
The Undercity is a wasteland, crawling with flesh-eating mutants called rat ghouls. I feel sorry for the outcasts that are forced to live there.
Outcasts?
Justice here on Terrace is swift and harsh. There are only 2 punishments: execution or banishment to the Undercity. Anyone banished can never return on pain of death. Even their descendants are forced to live in the depths beneath our great cities. Whenever I can, I send supplies to the Undercity to help ease the misery of their lives. Although there is nothing I can do to help those infected with the rat ghoul disease.
Let's see if we can ask him something else. Do you know anything about the Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity?
Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that?
We shouldn't just be asking this.
Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way.
If you know something, you better tell me. Unless you'd rather talk to the Sith.
The Sith were already here, asking these same questions. I'll tell you what I told them. I don't know anything about those pods. Now, is there something else you need?
He's definitely hiding something. Hold on. You seem awfully defensive about this.
I'm not defensive. I just don't like being accused of knowing something about those Republic pods. This is as bad as an interrogation by the Sith.
See, I don't exactly remember, right? Don't worry, I'm not with the Sith. I won't betray your secret if you tell me.
Well, you don't look like you're with the Sith. I guess I can tell you my secret.
This is the way.
Or rather, I can show you.
Yes, I remember there was something back there. I don't remember what it was, though. Let's take a look. What does
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Don't say that. Don't say that. It's going to cost you if you want me to keep this information secret, of course. Is there anything I can do to help?
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Close the door. Close the door, Selka! Why would you leave the door open? Just like that. These were the soldiers that basically crashed. Maybe not from escape pods, but... No, they did say it's escape pods, but yeah. Other escape pods after the ship blew up, maybe, or... No, never mind. No, they were from other ships in the battle. Yeah, they were from other ships in the battle that we had. But alright, that's enough. That's enough. I think we questioned...
You there.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Oh, no. Why do you care who gets the cure?
Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him.
Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Where can I find Davik if I want to give him the cure?
Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the Rakghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
I'll keep your offer in mind.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Don't worry, Garth. I'm not gonna give this scoundrel the cure. The problem is that he's working for Selka, and we should inform Selka about it, but I don't want to like draw too much attention, right? That's also why I didn't say anything else about this right now. Hold on. Let's save here. Is it me or is the save data getting larger? No, maybe it's just me. Because we're still overwriting the same file. Selka, I have something to tell you. Not to be a tattletale, but he should know this. Can he do anything about it, though?
Welcome back.
Can I tell him about this? Hold on. Let me see.
Prolonged. If I.
Yeah. Okay.
Goodbye.
Right, I just wanted to see if we were able to say more about that dialogue. Give the cure to Big Pharma for 2 million. Davik is not gonna be enough. Let's give it to some other, to a bigger corporation. I mean, if I give it to the Sith, well, the Sith already have it actually. Oh, here you go. Here's a cure. Oh, you were the one that stole it from us. Kill him. Well, obviously not. That's not gonna work out. All right. Then we don't need to save the game again, right? Let's get going here. To the upper city north. Do I remember this area? I think I do remember it.
I heard the Sith are sending salvage teams down to the Undercity to recover those Republic escape pods.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Terrace? From what I...
Okay. The same. I'd like to know some more about you, Garth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. And with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
You're talking like it's your fault. No, wait. I'm sorry, Garth. This must be very painful for you.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
Damn. Do you mean the people of your home world?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you, Garth, but we'll talk about this another time. That's okay, that's okay. He is very much a soldier. Already I'm with him in what he was talking about. I kind of don't remember it, that's the thing. Yes, this is Knights of the Old Republic, Lucky Maso? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But yeah, Lucky. You heard of this game before but never really played it? Yeah, highly recommend it. Right now, well, if you really are interested in it. For anybody who might be, right now there's a great sale. Masa, okay, got it. Thank you, Masa. There's a great sale going on because it's Star Wars Day and all that. It's probably going to keep going all the way until May the 5th. Revenge of the 5th, you might say. And, well, if you're watching the VOD much later, it may not be there, but I mean, it tends to be a cheap game because of how old it is, and still very good. Still so good. And especially, the Switch version is great. This is the Switch version we're playing. So that's why I know. If anything, it might be more recommendable to get it like on something like the Nintendo Switch instead of PC, because I tried running it on PC and it just didn't work properly because it's so old now. That may be my, you know, my lack of technology knowledge that went into play right there, but otherwise, yeah. It might be more manageable for you.
People complain about the Sith, but this quarantine is good for all the businesses on Terrace.
Oh, yay.
Look at Javier's Cantina. That place has never been busier.
Oh, yay, the economy, yay. It needs mods to work. I tried kind of using some of them, and it still was a janky mess. We dropped frame after frame after frame on the stream test. Some games have horrible optimization sometimes, but yeah. It's not a multiplayer game at all. No, not. Just a sale to get the game itself. The same with KOTOR 2. Star Wars The Old Republic, KOTOR, that's the one that's the MMORPG. That is connected to these games, but that's not a... that's the one that's multiplayer. It probably has sales going on. I haven't even checked. I played it earlier today. I didn't pay attention that much. I kind of saw the cartel market, didn't see much in terms of offers there.
I heard
but
the
anyway.
gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
Let's see what happens when I interact with the Sith.
Out of our way, citizen.
The same thing as before.
We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
We still have many buildings to explore all over the place, right? Javier's Cantina. There's many things to do in Javier's Cantina. I think this is the door to the cantina, is it? Or is this the way we came? This leads to the apartments? Are these other apartments? Hold on, no. Let's go over here. What apartments are these? North apartments. These are other apartments. Let's break into people's houses then. I think this is the one where we break into one and they fight us right away. I better defend it in these apartments. Obviously, I'm gonna save before I do that.
I wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash landing in the Undercity.
The PC version has a lot of advantages. There's mods that Karma mentioned for functionality, right? There's a lot of mods just for other fun things. You get new missions that somebody added, maybe. You get new companions even. I don't remember. I don't remember what was available. But alright, let's break in and see what happens. Hi, don't mind me.
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want?
Maybe I could help you with your problem with Davik.
I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zax in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you're hiding here for now.
Thank you. You've saved my life. At least until one of Davik's bounty hunters finds me.
I could... Yeah, when we get 200 credits, we can just give them to him. But we don't have them right now. Am I gonna give them to him? That's what I'm planning to do, actually. But... it would be better if we had more money, right? Before that. We should not open this footlocker. I don't want to take his possessions. I don't want to do that. I mean, he's already a dead man with the door open just like that.
Taris used to be a nice place before the Sith showed up and started bossing us around.
I don't think it was a nice place before that either, but you tell that to yourself. It's okay. It still holds up well though, and considering some people say this is the best Star Wars game I might have to buy. It does hold up well. It's one of the best games though.
I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there?
It's so good because... Oh, whoa. Why is the game paused?
Bring restore order.
Oh, did I pause accidentally? I think I hit the L button. If it pauses out of nowhere like that, I thought we entered combat for a moment. Because when we enter combat, it does that. Okay, you could just say about a Constellations too. But no, yeah. What is so good about this game is that it holds up so well, not just as a Star Wars game, but as a game, period. It's a fantastic RPG. I love the way they implement tabletop RPG gaming mechanics. I just had a D&D session yesterday that I was a part of with a streamer friend, my genmate in Alternative Idol Constellations, by the way. There's a great donathon going on right now. Depending on how late it is, I might join him after the stream if they're doing something I can join. But yeah, yeah, this is great in the way it's just a great RPG. And as you said, it still holds up well. Some things are kind of dated about the combat, maybe, but there's also kind of something timeless about it. And I'm a sucker for turn-based combat, which is not exactly what this is, but still has a few elements of that, if that makes any sense. Let's just steal people's possessions. If you're not here, you're not here for me to feel sorry about you. So, yay, let's take things. You should not have left the door open. Bye! Alright, let's see. Okay, shenanigans are gonna happen with that Sith trooper over there, I think. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't save the game actually. It's just calculating the save data size. It feels like it's saving the game because of the bar that fills up, right? I gotta be careful with that. I'm gonna make a mistake, I feel.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Tarisian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And really good. And she began Corrupia. And now for the Tufta.
Right. You go out of your way to tell me to move along, and there's nothing happening here. And now, of course, I just heard that. I am gonna make this my business. The wonkiness gives it charm. The new games don't have. Yeah, you might say that. You might say that for sure. To an extent. Well, I wouldn't call it wonkiness. That's the thing, though. Lucky Maso. But anyway, what's going on in there?
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your...
Let me tell you something. The graphics, though, in this Switch version look so good. So good. This is the way the graphics should look. When you have a current, let's say, version of the game.
Eyes, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room. Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation.
Maybe the alien really doesn't know anything.
Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you.
Right, that's enough. I won't let you kill a defenseless prisoner.
What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
Which civilian are you talking about? Anyway. I could throw a frag grenade in there, but that's gonna kill the poor fellow. Actually, let's throw the frag grenade. Oh, they moved out of the way. Whoops. That was a waste of a nice frag grenade. Oh, damn it. The hidden bags. The hidden bags. Who are they? Soup gangs are against them. What are the hidden bags planning? And I get one of those uniforms from you. And you... Alright, I should be going now. And again, let me know if you would all prefer if I read that alien dialogue out loud while it's being said. Yeah, we got one of the Sith armors. That's gonna come into play later, for sure. As we disguise ourselves. One of the old tricks we can do. We're getting a lot of ammunition though. Alright. I think we did get a grenade there somewhere, so we're making up for the one we lost. I think. Let's see if we can use that adrenal strength later. Good stuff. Of course we were gonna save the alien. Lots of ammo might mean big battle. That might be the case. Big battle later though. I think it's much later. Garrus is gonna take a while. I underestimate how long the whole thing is gonna take. As I'm remembering all the quests that happen. For those who don't know, this is my third playthrough of the game. Long story short, I had 2 other playthroughs that I didn't get to finish. But I got super far in the game, so I know most of it. But yeah.
You ever seen a swoop bike? I've seen them at the races sometimes. They go fast and make lots of noise.
Careful though, I don't think you're like Anakin. You try to go into a swoop bike and it might kill you. Might kill you, might be too much. Would be useful if you read them. Okay. What? I already heard you, kid. I already heard you. Go to your mom. Go to your dad. Go. Alright, let's see if I can try that.
Got it.
Oh, hello. There's a family here. I'm here to disturb your happy day. Hello.
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your home.
I know.
Don't hurt my family. Look, just take what you want and get out.
Hello.
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through their home.
I know. I don't want to do this. This is why also I'm saving the game before. Oh, there are autosaves. Just you don't get to choose when it autosaves. No, wait. No, quick saves is what I was talking about. Never mind. It's good that there are autosaves as well. Let's not rely on them, of course. Let's not rely on them. Quick saves. Come on, let me just like hit the stick and the left stick, quick saves. The right stick, quick load. That'll do the trick, right? Controls interface remind me of the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game. Oh, which one would that be? There's a lot of the Star Wars games I haven't played. Pretty much every Star Wars game in existence right now is on sale, by the way, from what I've seen. Whether it's the Switch, whether it's Steam, Epic, GOG, and most likely Xbox, PlayStation, they're probably all on sale all over the place. Maybe whichever is the latest one, I don't know what it is. is not on sale right now. What is it? The Jedi Falling Order sequel? I don't remember the name. You can probably let me know in the chat or comments. But yeah, pretty much everything is on sale for Star Wars right now. As it should be. As it should be, in my opinion. Now is the time. Now is the time to make money.
What's this? Another off-worlder?
Okay, I heard you already. All right.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Anyway, let's move on. Huh? Oh, you're talking to me? Huh? What blazes are these drunkards talking about? You better think twice about what you're doing. This might be more than you can handle.
Come on, fellas. This Slummy ain't worth the bother.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Yeah, you're not worth the trouble. We're just gonna draw attention to ourselves, so of course I actually didn't want to fight. Not at all. It's not like I'm a Jedi, but it's not the Jedi way. Do I want to be a Jedi? Of course I do want to be.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects our society.
Okay, I know what this old man is talking about. Actually, he's not talking about the rat ghoul disease. I remember this. Let's see.
A plague spreads through our streets. Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning. A warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
I love the voice actor, though. They're doing great. Are you referring to the Sith?
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
What should I say though? Because I don't want to. If I recall correctly, there was an option to like just take him to the Sith hideout and tell him aliens are there, or you could make himself get himself killed. But back off, you crazy cook! I don't have time for this.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
Yeah. Garth is so expressive, though. This is why I love the way the graphics look right now. Garth.
Listen to me,
oh,
people.
shut up already. All right. Let's move away. There we go. We don't hear him yapping in the background. I'm the one that yaps. This is my stream. I'm the one that talks and talks. Great accent, though. Great way of speaking. Let's give praise where praise is worth. That's as far as the praise goes when it comes to that cook. Cook. Oh, yes, this was like a droid shop, and there are shenanigans happening in this shop as well. T3H8. Hello. Hey, droid. Customer, come in. Jan is now at your service. Welcome to my droid and droid supply shop. Always good to see a new face. Customers are hard to come by. A lot of the Taris citizens won't even come in here. They refuse to shop at a store owned by a Twi'lek. Or Twi'lek. What do they have against Twi'leks? I feel like I already know the answer, but what do they have against Twi'leks? They don't like aliens much here in Upper Taris. They tolerate us Twi'leks. But they'd rather see us as dancers in the cantina than successful business owners.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Oh, I should have taken a screenshot of that. You'll see a few aliens around, but most of the non-humans stick to the lower city. I've learned not to dwell on it, though. I try to stay focused on running my store. See, I forgot that I was on the Switch. I was looking, oh, is it Alt F1 or is it F12? Did I have it on Steam or outside of Steam? No, on the Switch. Actually, Alt F1 would have taken a screenshot, I think, because it's still projected to my PC. Anyway. My selection is a bit limited right now. The Sith confiscating all my assault droids, but I've got a utility droid you might find interesting. Utility droids, what do they do? What don't they do? They're great at making vehicle repairs for starters. Pretty handy to have in a fight. Small, but tough with a surprising amount of firepower. And there's no better code breaker or security system slicer around. Not that I'd ever condone you doing anything illegal, of course. Like, she's so nice, of course I want to give her business and all that. I get the feeling I want that droid. Let me see your droid. I've only got 2 droids left. A rebuilt T3H8 unit for 50 credits, and a top-of-the-line T3M4 model with all the options, but he's not for sale. I'll take the T3H8 unit. Here's 50 credits. You know, bargain when you see one. This little guy's as reliable as used droids get. I did the reconditioning on him myself. Don't worry, he'll follow you everywhere. Is there anything else you need? Let me see what you got for sale. You want to see my inventory, or are you here to buy a utility droid? My prices are very reasonable, and all my droids come with a money-back guarantee. Let me see your inventory. My inventory is a bit limited because of the quarantine, but if you need anything to do with droids or computers, this is still the place to shop. Yeah, I could skip the dialogue after I read it out loud, but I want I want some of that alien dialogue to still be present. Alien feels like a silly word to say sometimes, though. I guess the natives of Taris, much like Earth, were human. Or we eventually landed in this situation in a different way. But yeah, like, you're in Kashyyyk. You're a human. You're the alien! Why are you calling the Wookiees aliens, right? It's just kind of the word that's used for different humanoids. But we as the Star Cluster look at it and try to use those words correctly. This is coming from the same kind of maniac that tries to use fewer instead of less in the right situation. And we'll say things such as fewer seconds left instead of less seconds left. If we can. Maniac for language, you could say. Wow, it gets so silent when we get to like the shops and stuff. Yeah, those droid light playthings will be helpful. Basic targeting computer, sensor probe, computer probe. These are going to be mostly helpful for the droid. Hello, T3. Wait a minute. The droid is not following me. There we go. Hello, T3H8. That droid is not in a good spot, is it? Let's do something here because I think I know something might be about to happen. No. Yes. Oh no. Poor thing though. Poor droid. Miss Janice Knoll, I am so sorry. She honestly seems genuine enough. I don't think she's scamming us. Sorry, but... Welcome back to my shop. Hey, where's that little T3H8 unit I sold you? It blew up. I came to get my money back. It blew up? Huh. I thought I'd taken care of that little cross wiring problem. Well, don't worry. I run an honest business here. I don't have to give you a refund, but I don't want to lose a customer. Here, have your 50 credits back. No hard feelings, right? Huh? What do you mean you don't have to give me a refund? You said all the droids come with a money-back guarantee. Okay. Otherwise, no hard. Glad to hear it. I can't afford to make my customers unhappy. Business is tough enough as it is. So, anything else you need? I wanted to go for that T3. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped that. Do you know anything about those escape pods that crash here on Terrace? People are saying a few of the pods crashed down in the Undercity. I blame it on human error. A droid wouldn't lose control of the ship like that. Anything else? I was wondering how you feel about the Sith. I don't think much of them since they came and seized most of my droids. I guess they were afraid of someone using my droids against them. Makes sense, actually. Or maybe they wanted to use my droids for themselves. There's no such thing as a bad droid, but sometimes they fall in with bad owners. I need some general information on Terrace. Maybe I should have tried to make her give me T3. Okay, so T3 and 4 does, spoiler here, he does become we can refer to it as it, right? It does become a companion. But hopefully I didn't miss the one window I have to make it a companion. I need some general information on Terrace. Well, I don't know exactly what to tell you. Stick to the upper city and you should be okay, as long as you don't do anything foolish to draw the attention of the Sith. Easy enough, right? Some of the upper city citizens are biased against aliens. Makes it tough for me to run my store, but a human like you shouldn't run into any problems. I wouldn't recommend going down into the lower city unless you have business with Davik or something like that. The place is overrun with swoop gangs. What do you know about Davik? Davik gangs are dangerous, man. If it's illegal on Terrace, he's got a hand in it. And I hear he's a member of the Exchange. You know, the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate. I'd stay out of Davik's business if I were you. If you cross Davik, you'll learn that his men are even more dangerous than the swoop gangs. Swoop gangs, what can you tell me about them? They're nothing but a bunch of thugs. Things didn't used to be so bad when the Hidden Becks were in charge. I even sold some droids to them. The Hidden Becks seem to be nice. But now the Black Vulcar gang is making a bit of a control of the lower city. The place has become a war zone. Even some of the Amix people are getting killed off. Let me ask you some more questions. Let me see your droid. All I got left is this 3-3 M4 unit. Excellent codebreaker, fantastic security, programming, and droid repair skills. A good amount of firepower too. I want that. This little guy's absolute top of the line, but he's not for sale. He's a custom job I'm holding for a very special buyer, sorry. We can't persuade her. That's going to be part of another quest line. But yeah, too bad we couldn't have the other T3. They're making a reference to episode 4 because they were gonna take a droid that is not R2-D2 as they were walking off of the Jawa place that sold it to them. Bang! It just exploded. Boom, boom, boom. And so they went back and they got the R2-D2 droid as compensation. Maybe I should have tried to get T3 as compensation. She might just be playing the merchant game on me, but she seems too nice and I don't want to even try to persuade her for that. Seems like I was strong-arming her. Even though she said I shouldn't give you a refund, even though she said money back guarantee and all that, honest business, and you said I don't need to give you a refund. What do you mean? Anyway. Don't forget my store motto. If you need droid parts, Janice Nal is your gal. How does that rhyme in Twi'lek language? Or not Twi'lek language, Huttese. My bad. Huttese is the language she speaks. I wonder how that rhymes. Janice Nal is your gal. Or no, doll. No way. Now, yeah, I think you can say it like that. There we go. Let's save the game then. We can save it. I want T3 M4. T3. Eventually, we will stop overwriting though, and we will be doing other save slot. Let's get out of here before we hear the old man saying stupid things. Can we interact with these computers? No. What was this area? The cantina, I think. There's so much to explore. I don't remember everything. Oh, this leads to the Sith area, I think. We don't want to go there yet. There's a Taris merchant over there. What do you sell, my friend? Yeah, I remember. This is the area that leads to the Sith encampment. Wait a minute. Let's talk to this Taris merchant. I don't remember you.
I'm in the wrong business.
Okay.
Davik's got a piece of everyone's action. I should have been a crime lord too.
Very funny joke, I guess. You weird merchant. So, okay. We're about to do some shenanigans, and this is good that I just saved the game because,
No problem.
no problem.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. Oh, I thought it was gonna activate a security system. Okay, okay. No problem. Didn't work. Like, there is a voice for the player character, right? As a male or as a female player character. I feel like I can maybe sort of make the voice sound like it.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
Where can I get authorization papers?
If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along.
Sure thing.
Move along, then.
We're gonna need some kind of disguise if we want to get past this guy.
I'm not going to the lower city yet, but I know I have those Sith uniforms. We can just go for that. We can just go for that, but authorization papers I think are another option actually. From the sound of it though, I think the disguise is the only option. Like to disguise ourselves as Sith, which we can do already. I should take a look at the inventory and see if there are things we should sell. Was there an inventory limit? Anyway, we have... Why does it say we only have one Sith armor? We might need more. We're gonna need at least 2 of those. Surely. Anyway, let's see where we want to go next. These are the north apartments. Let's not go over there. Right, we wanted to find the cantina. The cantina should be here somewhere. And there is so much going on in that blasted cantina. It must be here in the upper city south. There was another shop in front of the cantina, I think. Let's see if we can go over there. You gotta have a cantina immediately when you start your first planet in a Star Wars video game, right? Not necessarily, but it's good that they did it like... Was there a cantina in one of the other planets we visited? I don't remember. Well, we are going to visit more planets, I can tell you that much. Ah, the Equipment Emporium. Yes, okay. It's right here. Kebla's shop. Hello?
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium.
Nice name.
You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Let me see what you got for sale.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
And this is top-notch stuff. This is the more expensive shop, right? You can tell it's more high-end. Security spikes would be good. Yeah. A combat suit would be good, actually, for both of us. Light battle armor. Like, let's buy both of them. What the heck? Let's equip them. Let's equip them because I can equip one of these, right? And there's no penalty. Yeah. Yeah. There's no penalty. Both of us could use that. Better to have those defenses, right? And it does reflect in our appearance, which I kind of wish it wouldn't. Now, I don't know, Karth. I don't know if Oz matching clothes actually works, you know? I don't know about that, my friend, but it'll have to do for now. Just one of us is gonna have to change sooner than later. I don't think it's working.
Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. Finest selection of supplies in all of Terrace. You interested in seeing what I have in stock?
I want to ask you some questions.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
It's so funny the way I'm holding up my sword right above her her table, like her console on the table. I'm like, I want to ask you some questions. Maybe I should have said that more aggressively. Anyway, Do you know anything about those escape pods that crash here on Terrace?
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Swoop gangs? What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
What do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
Oh.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Is Davik working with the Sith?
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
So then I was wondering how you feel about the Sith.
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
What about some general information on Terrace? What can you tell me?
Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and end up stuck here because of the Sith quarantine, right? Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there.
Right, thank you for that. I'll be going now.
Good day to you then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
She's very happy about the fact that she just takes a fee from Davik. What happens if I use this? Nothing? Thought I was gonna read out Equipment Emporium and attack line or something, but no, not quite. Anyway, this leads to the cantina now. What's that Sith trooper doing over there? Many things happen in the cantina. And with that right there, that is a good segue into... That's all we're gonna do today, actually. That's all we're gonna be able to do today for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I guess the next KOTOR stream will start with us getting right away into the cantina and the shenanigans that will ensue from there. Yeah, it's getting a bit late for me, and we'll end it at this amount of time. Now, let me see. I can just, yeah, I'll unplug the Switch. I'll unplug the capture card after we finish right here. All right. That will do right there then. A reminder of what we have tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, let's see. I hope I can dedicate more time to F14, also because we're starting earlier. Tomorrow, we have the beginning of the Heaven Sword End, and I'm hoping we can do the entire MSQ, because then we're going to get closer to Stormblood, which is going to be important. So make sure to tune in to my Twitch channel. Also, make sure to subscribe right here. You can also follow me on Twitch right there. It's the same name across all my social media. Khaiden Tajigen. No spaces. You can probably find me with spaces here on YouTube, right? You know there is that. Dope stream. Thank you so much, Lucky Maso. I'm glad Ichi told me about you. I'm glad as well. You're so kind. Thank you so much. And yeah, there you go. There you go. I didn't realize I had the Twitch alerts here. Yeah, sorry if you didn't want that to show right there, but there we go. Thank you so much, Lucky Maso, for the follow over on Twitch. But yeah. We'll have that over there tomorrow. I might be joining Yoru on some things on his Donathon, which you can check out. I have it linked on my Discord server if you want to see that. because we were there yesterday, so you can just check from the live stream announcements and all that. But there you are. Yeah, you are. And what else was I gonna say? That's going to conclude the week. We finally started Knights of the Old Republic. Now I have a big time sink once again. We'll be doing it more on YouTube for sure. I definitely want it next week, so we probably won't have a Japanese learning stream next week either. We'll see how it goes. I was hoping to have another day of the week for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We'll see what day of the week that is. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But still, we'll have one more stream tomorrow. And you might find me on Jory's channel. Might or might not. I will see what to get for dinner right now. I need to go get dinner, basically. So I hope it's not too late to maybe order a pizza or something. I'll see if I can do that. I'm in the mood for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, whether you were watching on the VOD or live, alright? Tajigen! Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Again, thank you so much to everybody that lurked or subbed or anything. You have a fantastic time, alright? And, お疲れ様でした. Bye bye. Bye bye.